as the Negros Iloilo Bridge na dadaan po sa atin sa Negros and Panay Island. These are inputs given by the NEDA or the DEPD, for example, to the DBM na sana mabudgetan. As a matter of fact, marami nga dito dahil sa kaltas-kaltas ay nawala ng pondo sa ating national budget, which we restored through efforts like, for example, Senator J.V. Ercito and yourself, Your Honor, with health measures, and with J.V. Ercito, the flagship projects on transportation. As a matter of fact, NEDA also was one of those who vehemently pushed for the privatization, the leasing out of airports. Kasi di ba, nagkakaroon tayo ng delays sa sheer frustration po siguro nila. I'm just guessing, the sheer frustration of the Department of Transportation, they decided to also push for its privatization so that private companies may be able to run it better. So, tama po, may link po ang DBM and the DEPD on this particular issue on how to come up with a long-term development plan and framework that will help our economy and our people as a whole.
Thank you, good sponsor. So, bukod dun sa regular advice na binibigay ng NEDA sa DBM, tinatanggap ng DBM sa NEDA, what new processes or linkages between the two departments does the bill introduce, good sponsor?
They will also likewise, the DPD will also likewise conduct and oversee evaluation of the impacts and outcomes of the priority programs and projects. So hindi lamang yung consultation on what should be spent, but they also have a long-term evaluation on the impacts of these priority projects to ensure the results of the evaluation will inform development plans and programs in a timely manner. So, ang gusto po ng DPD and the DBM is to work together to ensure that the national budget is responsive. It's responsive to the nation's needs, to our people. Slippages, when you say slippages, be the non-implementation of major programs that affect, for example, GDP and inflation. So NEDA always steps in to remind these agencies, particular DBM. I recall nung nag-underspending yung gobyerno sa national infrastructure projects and programs, NEDA reminded, for example, the DBM that they should release these funds because, of course, if you have these large infrastructure projects all over the country, yung mga magagandang infrastructure projects, hindi po yung mga flood control, kung ano kalokohan yung ginagawa. Yung mga large infrastructure projects, it of course equates into more jobs, and they notice a rise in the GDP growth in particular areas where these projects are implemented. So they monitor that. Talagang binabantayan ng NEDA yan, and the DPD will be doing the same, Your Honor.
Thank you, good sponsor. Irrigation management. Kapag ito po are either removed from the General Appropriations Bill and replaced with projects on the same sites that do not align with the PIP, yung bill po ba natin ino-authorize yung NEDA na jointly sa DBM magrekomenda ng veto o conditional implementation ng inserted projects? Kasi sa ngayon, tama po ba, good sponsor, DBM at hindi DBCC ni ang NEDA ang nagre-recommenda ng budget veto messages?
You're absolutely correct, Your Honor. Because as my experience nung ako po yung naging Senate President, may mga complaints yung ibang departments na yung pondo ay ginagastos ng hindi tama. At NEDA po ang nagtulak kay Presidente. Hindi ko na babanggitin kung ano, alam na po natin yon, na kung saan, for example, yung flood control namin po sa Cagayan de Oro, and I'm very proud of this, Senator Pimentel is also from Cagayan de Oro, his roots is from Cagayan de Oro. When we had Sendong, and I mentioned this Typhoon Sendong, we lost about 1,400 people. So JICA came in through the recommendation of NEDA and developed the flood control program for Cagayan de Oro. In-implement po namin yan at napakaganda po na yun. Wala nang nakatira doon sa loob ng Isla ng mga river systems. We build dikes that have highways. We no longer have this type of floods in Cagayan de Oro and Iligan City. So that's proper planning. Hindi po patsi-patsi na nangyayari kasi kanya-kanyang pira-piraso, no? Na yan ang nangyayari. To whose benefit, I do not know. And that is where NEDA steps in. So I recall on my second term as Senate President, there was a meeting between Balisacan, Secretary Balisacan together with Secretary Bunuan, recommending to the President to stop all these small little patch-up projects because it's a
Hyperlocal.
waste of money, and the President was able to